Hello, I'm Alexandra Sleator, Career Accelerator. And that means that working together, you'll get to achieve your career ambitions faster than you would on your own. We can work on a variety of career challenges, such as helping you progress your career with a promotion strategy, or by repackaging your skills so you can bid for a new, more interesting role, or helping you make a success of a new position you've landed. We can help you in your current career, right here, right now, by helping you polish and develop core skills around, for instance, communication, influence and persuasion, presenting with confidence, team performance, personal effectiveness, leadership, and even change. And finally, we can help you transition your career by either helping you make a successful return to the workforce or helping you redefine success so you can embark on a new career that you aspire to. Working together, we will ensure that you achieve your career aspirations in a time and cost-efficient way. So hello and welcome. Happy New Year 2013. For many, January is the month of so-called New Year's resolution. And the other day I found out that 1 in 4 New Year's resolution gets broken within 7 days of being made. Impressive. I mean, depressingly impressive. So I thought, what would it take for us to keep more of our New Year's resolution? And looking at what I do when I set New Year's resolution, I thought I would share with you a recipe. It has just 3 ingredients. The first ingredient in my recipe for better New Year's resolution that won't be broken so easily, is a good dose of honesty. And here my point is, don't set for yourselves New Year's resolutions that are not personally meaningful. Let's think about a few examples. In the personal sphere, you want to quit smoking. You want to lose weight. At work, your boss is very enthusiastic about your performance and wants to give you more responsibilities. Let's assume, in this instance, your boss wants you to become a line manager. Start overseeing other people's work. Now, imagine that your heart is not in it. None of these goals really appeal to you. You know that they're good for you. You know it's good to quit smoking, you know it's good to lose a bit of weight, and you know it would be positive for your career to take on a managerial role. But your heart's not in it. What's going to happen? Well, chances are that you'll end up 2013 with a cigarette in your mouth, and you won't be fitting in that smaller size dress which you bought. And if you have bowed to pressure and take on the managerial role, chances are you are not such a great line manager. So you see, the first sign that a goal may not be right for you is at least a dissonance and possibly even a dilemma around what you think you ought to do or be and what you naturally feel inclined towards. So the honesty here is about taking a time to honestly think about what you want. If you're not ready to quit smoking, maybe the best goal for 2013 is to look for a reason, a personally meaningful reason to quit smoking, so that you can quit smoking in 2014. The reason why we need personally resonant goals is because working on goals is hard work. It needs motivation, perseverance. You know, there's setbacks and obstacles. And so in order to pick ourselves up and keep at it, stick to it, we need a very good damn reason. And if the reason is our friends recommending we quit smoking, our family admonishing us over our weight, or our boss encouraging us, those are all outside reasons, and they may not be strong enough to keep us working on those goals. So my first ingredient is that good dose of honesty around picking the goals that matter to you and reframing some of the goals that you think sound good but don't fully appeal. Rework them so that they're closer to you. That's the first ingredient, honesty. And the second ingredient is a dash of courage. Indeed, it takes courage to do two things around goals. First, the courage to identify goals. That courage to be honest with yourself and say, I know smoking is bad for me, but I also know I'm not ready to smoke. And turning to your friends and saying, people, 2013 is not the year where I will quit smoking, for better or for worse. That honesty, the courage to be honest. It's also, for example, with your boss, the courage to say, listen, I'm really delighted that you feel I'm ready for management, but I actually don't feel like managing people. And can we talk about the career prospects of a good performer like me who would not have management responsibilities in this company? And then, of course, it also takes courage to stick to those fewer New Year's resolutions that you will have made a commitment to. Because again, it will need effort and you will take courage to stick, to be perseverant and to do whatever it takes to make the New Year resolution happen, to achieve those goals. So that's the second ingredient, courage. So what have I shared with you so far? I've shared with you the idea that good New Year resolutions, those that we don't break, are ones that we identify by being honest with ourselves and by being courageous with others about the goals that we have, and courageous, of course, about sticking and working on the few New Year resolutions that we have selected. And there's a third ingredient I want to chat to you about now, and that is strengths. You see, when we articulate goals, often we have a habit that we want to break, or we want to address a capability gap. It's all about something we cannot do yet, something we are not yet, something we don't have yet. So effectively, we're looking at gaps, we're looking at holes, we're looking at weaknesses. And positive psychology, which is not about putting on a pair of rosy glasses, tells us that it's very hard to build on weakness. It tells us, and there's evidence for that I'm skipping in the interest of time, it tells us that people rarely succeed with goals which are grounded in weakness. So, even though you are going to be tackling a development area, as it's often specified, think about the strengths that you have, that you can leverage in order to progress, in order to achieve that goal of dealing with that development area. And if you're not sure about what strengths you have, ask yourself what strengths in general would be useful. And once you found that, see if you have that strength or how you can nurture that strength in yourself. And I'm talking to you about strengths because when we play to our strengths, it feels natural. We don't need to change, we don't need to be somebody we're not, and so we're less stressed. We are more resilient, we are more confident. And in fact, when it comes to this notion of effort, and the fact that we are naturally resistant to effort, using strengths is pretty close to effortless. So using your strengths to work on goals that you identified through a process of honesty, and where you are invested in a courageous way into those that you chose, strengths will help you make those goals come true for you. So what do you think? What do you think of the role of honesty, courage, and strengths in selecting for yourselves New Year resolutions that you will not break? How do you go about setting New Year resolutions today, and how many do you break and why? I'd love, as always, to hear your thoughts on what I've just shared with you, and so please feel free to comment below the video, and of course I'm always happy if you write me, and my email is appearing right now. For now, I will leave you to ponder with honesty, courage and strength about your real New Year's resolution. Very best wishes. Thanks so much for watching as always, and see you soon. Bye bye.